Guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel. I am using that kit. Not a whole lot of 12 by 12 papers left in here. And as I was cleaning up, I threw a couple extra. I had this one sitting around. These were kind of sitting around, so I threw those in as well. So I keep expanding the kit. I am going to be scrapbooking this photo of Swatch and Peanuts in Vegas. Christopher and I went down memory lane with the Swatch watches that they had, and we also bought the girls each a Swatch watch for Christmas that year. So I'm going to scrapbook that, so let's see what I can do. All right, guys, so I'm going to start out by flipping through. At first, I think I'm going to use this black and white polka dot. However, I come to the actual 12 by 12 papers and end up pulling out this kind of dark periwinkle. And I think that it will go with these numbers, which is totally appropriate since it is a layout about Swatch watches. And then I decide that I'm going to use the back side of the cut apart sheet from Cocoa Vanilla to get that yellow color. However, I discover I have the yellow and white polka dotted paper, and that's going to work much better instead of that Cocoa Vanilla paper. So I'm going to trim down the number paper, and I just look on the back side because when I pulled this paper out for the kit, I had originally been drawn to the stripes on the other side of it, so I wanted to make sure I was still going to be able to use those stripes in a future layout, and sure enough, I'm going to be able to. I've got this wood grain paper that I had cut up for another layout that I had not ended up using, and then I also have this little scrap of paper from Echo Park. It does have foiling on the other side of it. I am not worried about that. I don't really need the foiling in my life. So I have kind of an idea of how the base of this page is going to go. And then I'm going to grab some white cardstock and mat my photo on the white cardstock. What that's going to do is allow it to pop off of all of these colors that blend so beautifully together. So like I said, this is the Peanuts Swatch watch display in the Swatch watch store in the New York hotel. You guys, I love the New York hotel. It's got awesome things in it. It's got the Hershey store attached to it. It's got a little Hershey bar where you can get Hershey flavored beverages. I just like that hotel. It's attached to the Shake Shack and the 9 Fine Irish Dragonmen, which isn't the real name of the restaurant, but it's what we call it, and it's delicious. So it's just something I really enjoy when we go to Vegas. And it's been a hot minute now since I've been to Vegas. This was the last time I've been, was this Christmas now 2 years ago, I think. So I decided to add some red to the numbers here, and it is a red and white polka dotted washi. And I went ahead and doubled up on the washi so that the red would appear actually red and not kind of pinkish, which usually happens because a washi is not completely opaque, or at least this washi is not completely opaque. So I'm going to go ahead and build my layers on top here, just trying to figure out where I like them the best. I decided that I did not want the large yellow polka dots right next to the littler red and yellow polka dots. I felt like it needed a little bit of breathing room in between there. So that does change the kind of composition of what I had originally planned on for this layout. However, I do have this blue scrap of paper. It's kind of a light teal color, and I'm going to add that on as well. This is going to give me a good base to put a title and a little bit of decoration. Now, this layout is not going to be super lumpy and bumpy because I am basically just using that kit and not a whole heck of a lot more. What that is going to do is really allow me to use up a lot of the products that are kind of chilling out with this kit without going to my stash to pull out more things. Now, the whole point is to use the product. So if I want it to go to my stash and get it lumpy and bumpy, that would be totally okay. But like I said, right now I'm just concentrating on this. So I have this red and white puffy sticker. It is Life Noted. Now this came from a Pink Fresh sticker sheet somewhere. And then I'm going to use these green and white letter stickers from Jilly Bean Soup, and I'm going to spell out Swatch. So it's going to spell Swatch Life Noted. And you might be thinking, Sandy, that is a really awkward and weird title. But I like it, right? Like, I myself am awkward and weird sometimes, and I think it's totally cool if my scrapbook titles are awkward and weird sometimes. Now, I did decide that I wanted to have the puffy part of the title kind of overlap the flat letter stickers a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and move the Life Noted puffy sticker up a little bit. I think I do mess around with this a couple times before I am finally satisfied with its placement, and that is totally okay. At first, this little yellow bow was going to end up over here, but I don't even remember if it stays on the page, you guys. I just don't remember. I am going to add some of these flat star stickers over top and have them kind of layering some of the polka dots here. And that's just going to give it some fun color, because I feel like all of the color is kind of concentrated on the left-hand side of the page, and adding these stickers in, what that's going to do is allow the color to kind of go across the entire page. Now, if I wanted to, this is where I could add texture and dimension. I could pop some things up. These are very thin, almost planner-like stickers, so I would put them on cardstock before you pop them up. Otherwise, they're kind of flappy and they would fall down onto the page where your pop foam is not under the sticker. But like I said, this is not, my plan is not to have a hugely lumpy, bumpy layout with this. I did want to bring in some sort of fun and interest, so I am bringing in stickers that have these metallic bits on them. And I'm just kind of doing a little bit of extra decoration. So this is where I have to pull up that Life Noted sticker one more time. I'm going to tuck this kind of border sticker in underneath of my photo and then layer up my title on top of that. I don't mind that I'm covering up some of this border sticker. I like the fact that things are layered on top of each other and touching. Now I will bring in these little enamel hearts. They have very slight height to them, and they're going to go over top of the arrows so that there will be just a tiny, tiny little bit of dimension on this page. So I'm looking around at what I have left in my kit, what embellishments are still there, and it's just a matter of trying to figure out if I have anything that is actually going to fit in with what I already have down on this layout. Ultimately, I don't add anything else decoration-wise or paper-wise. However, I do grab my black pen and I'm going to journal a couple lines right underneath of the photo. I am using a black pen. It just shows up quite well over top of the pattern paper. And once the journaling is finished here, that is going to do it for this video and this layout. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.